Because without blending the two, you must be in the same situation we Nigerians are now: unemployment, poverty, insecurity, name them. Because a graduate is supposed to be an employer of labor, or at least employable. But I'm sorry to say most of our graduates are unemployable. But thank God you are employable. Yeah, at least if you attend 3MTT class, you will have that mindset of being an employee of a corporate organization. What I'm telling you, even people, Almajiris from Sangaya, are developing wonderful projects here in ENGAUSA. Almajiris from Sangaya. Yes, ask them. And so, yes, sponsored by ENGAUSA. Yeah, ENGAUSA Skill Development Foundation. We sponsor Almajiris. Some of them are now even becoming employers of labor. Yes. Some of the Almajiris in Rijazaki, some of them are becoming employers of the neighborhoods. Instead of them going to beg their neighbors, they are now employing the kids of their neighbors. Alhamdulillah. So if an Almajiri can create something that we can be proud of, why not university graduates like you? Are you not university graduates or undergraduates, right? You are undergraduates. Eh? You are undergraduates, no? Are you graduates? From which university? Please don't be shy of telling me from whatever university you are. Because there is difference between theories and practical. Because even your lecturers are coming to register here to learn the practical skills. There is wide gap between practical and theory in African countries. So yes, not even African countries, in most of the African countries. But there are some African countries that they are blending between academia and the technical and vocational training. Like Morocco, I visited Morocco. I saw something different from what we have been seeing in Nigeria, like Polytechnic University. Have you ever seen anything Polytechnic University? I saw it in Morocco. Yeah, Polytechnic University. Because they are blending the two, the academia and the vocational training, technical and vocational training. Because without blending the two, you must be in the same situation we Nigerians are now: unemployment, poverty, insecurity, name them. Because a graduate is supposed to be an employer of labor, or at least employable. But I'm sorry to say most of our graduates are unemployable. But thank God you are employable. Yeah, at least if you attend 3MTT class, you will have that mindset of being an employee of a corporate organization, because you have now gathered the technical skills needed in the market. The problem you have in Nigeria is most of the universities, they don't equip you people with the skills that are on demand, in demand skills. They equip you with theories, with big rhyming theories. Even if you are in sciences or engineering, you have nothing to use in the market. Nothing. You don't have any skill that is demanded in the market. So you can't contribute anything in the tech ecosystem. But by having an opportunity like this, if you make the best use of this opportunity, most of you, it will be your turning point. It will be like a paradigm shift from dormancy to being very fruitful, productive, and agile in the tech ecosystem. Because you know, what have you learned? You have learned web design, right? Yeah? Web design. If you belittle what you have created, your own personal, handwork, then you will never be an entrepreneur. An entrepreneur is someone who is always ready to present himself, to market what he is doing, and to even, make some innovations in some existing services or products. Without such courage, you can never be an entrepreneur. Then you can never own a business. Then you remain an employee forever. We are not hoping for that. Because we are teaching you skills to become entrepreneurs. By becoming an entrepreneur, then there is every possibility you can be tomorrow's Dangote. Yes. Or tomorrow's Mark Zuckerberg. Right? Or Elon Musk. Yes, they started like that. Some of them started from the garage of their fathers, not even their own garage. Yeah, some of them started as small as what you have now at your disposal. They started from there. If you can start from whatever you have at your disposal, you can become anything. You start small, you think big. Do you know what is happening? You people are still remaining in your comfort zone. And there is wide gap between comfort zone and growth zone. If you remain in comfort zone, you'll be shy of affairing, you'll be shy of everything, you'll be sometimes even thinking you are too big to do this, too big to do that. You'll never go anywhere. I'm sorry, you will remain a liability for your parents. But we don't hope so. But if you are migrating to growth zone, that is when you will be confident enough. Then you will be ready to do whatever it takes to create, to innovate, to become an entrepreneur, to become an owner of a business. Otherwise, you remain in a comfort zone forever. That's why, unfortunately, most of our parents are feeding us 3 square meals after graduation from university. In northern Nigeria only, you will see this. Only in northern Nigeria. You see a university graduate who is fed 3 square meals by his parents and is not contributing anything to the table. You don't like that. Yeah, and that will not open his own mind to be ready to learn, unlearn, and relearn. If you cannot do these 3, learn, unlearn, and relearn, then you are the illiterates of 21st century. Yes, even if you are a graduate, we call such educated illiterates who cannot learn, unlearn, and relearn. Yeah, it's a saying for several years. Since before the coming of the era, the 21st century, somebody, a futurist, has prophesied this. The illiterates of 21st century would be those who cannot learn or learn and relearn. And one of my mentors, the DG Nidda, Malam Kashifu, has recoined this, saying that the illiterates of 21st century are those who are not ready to learn digital skills. Even if you are a professor, I'm sorry to say, even if you have PhD in computer software engineering, if you are not literate, you are not digitally literate, we call you illiterate of the 21st century. That is educated illiterate. Please don't be educated illiterates. Do you know how to learn? Right? You know. Do you know how to unlearn? You don't know how to unlearn. But do you know how to relearn? There is a scenario of the same thing she has cited. One of our resource persons, she's a lady. We trained her here. She was one of the best graduates of her time. She was even employed in ENGAUSA as a resource person in, was it graphic design or video editing? Yeah? Video editing. But she abandoned everything. Now, after a year, she came back to us. We said, okay, now can you practice what you were taught here again? She couldn't. Then we told her we couldn't employ her again. She has to relearn. Now she is part of the current students who are graduating this week. Now she is unlearning because most of the softwares she learned, or most of the features in the software, she don't know them. Again, they have been improved. Digital technology is improving by second, or at least by every hour. Some things are improving every day or every other day. It's not a matter of years, it's a matter of days. Things are changing every second. So you have to be confident enough And you have to have a sense of, humility. Sometimes, my son teach me, 11-year-old. I sometimes learn some skills from him. Yes.